National Geographic is a channel that I checked out once before, but my god, we gotta check it out again because his content is freaking awesome. If you haven't heard of him before, this is your chance right now. Check out the link to the original video below, support his channel, but hey, while you're here, support mine too. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads, and also check us out live over on Twitch at Aliciaxlife. Let's get it. Hello? Got any snacks? Do you have any Welch's fruit snacks?
Hello.
They're on sale at Costco.
She wants to come in.
Oh, damn!
You have been consistently lied to your entire life, and the biggest source of some of the most unprovoked lies is school. School really told us that this dude in '92 discovered America, that quicksand and giant Venus flytraps were way more of an issue than they ended up being, that writing in cursive was the only way you'd ever be taken seriously.
Okay, you know what? He kind of spitting already. We like how many seconds into this goddamn video? And he already spitting. Oh, it's kind of low? I got you. My bad. Hold on. Can I turn it up a little bit for y'all? Yeah, he a little quiet for me too, so that's okay. I got you. 1 second. Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit for you guys too. Hold up. A little bit up. There we go.
And my personal favorite, whenever a teacher would say, "This won't slide in college." Whole time your calculus professor at 5 p.m. can...
I hated that shit. They would always say that to some motherfucker. And you know what I hate the most? When they would say that to somebody who fully would tell them, hey, I don't plan on going to college. And I'm like, and then they're like, well, you should develop those skills for real life. And the person's like, I have no intent to do this with my career. Like, there's no need. Right? That's the real ass shit. And some people don't want to go to post-secondary, and that's totally fine. I hate that.
End up your beer pong partner by 11. But there's one mistruth that insists on being spread, and before we get to that, story time. So back in the 70s, ornithologists noticed something pretty disturbing, even for them. Fola is a remote island over 200 miles off Scotland, and for generations, migratory birds, specifically Arctic terns and one of the ops of happy feet, the skua, use it as nesting grounds to raise their chicks. And
I'm sorry, I did not know that was the type of bird that was in Happy Feet. That's crazy.
A group of ornithologists noticed a gruesome trend of chicks with pretty graphic injuries. Some chicks looked like they had a leg or two ripped off. For others, the same, but with their wings.
God damn!
Their heads divorced from their body, for sure irreconcilable. And while some of the chicks somehow survived being mutilated, scientists had no idea what was causing this sudden rise in amputees. At first, they guessed otters or even
He said amputees so casually with a straight face. Bro, if I said amputees, I'd lose it. There's no way. The way he's able to do it deadpan while saying it like a lecture is iconic. Amputees!
hedgehogs, but it turned out to be neither. You want to know what it was? I promise you you'll never guess it. I'll even give you a chance to try. Comment what you think. I bet you're wrong. The answer? Sheep. Yeah, sheep. Scientists observed grazing.
I'm sorry. Why'd them sheeps be eating motherfuckers and ripping off their... Oh!
Sheep stumble across a defenseless chicken without a second thought or really even much of a prequel, grab them, and eat them. Sometimes the sheep would snap off a leg for a premature drumstick. Other times they might grab one by the head and initiate a permanent separation, swallowing skull and all whole. From 1973 to 1980, nearly 700 baby birds have been victimized by the business end of a carnivorous Q-tip. In the grand scheme of things, that's only a dent in the thousands of birds born in that time. Then again, no.
So, you know what? We could judge the sheep, but let's be honest here. If you were eating salads every day, grazing in the fields, eating salads, wouldn't you want to have a little chicken leg or something? Right? Think about it. Think about it. As someone who was a vegetarian for 8 years, right? I became a pescatarian eventually. You know why? Because salads can't hold you anymore, motherfucker. Sometimes you just need the chicken leg. Sometimes you just need that fucking chicken leg. I'm not a pescatarian anymore, though. I just eat meat, but like, yeah. You get it?
Nobody expected sheep to be involved in foul play. And that goes back to those lies I told you about. So in science class, we were taught this rule. Herbivores eat plants, carnivores eat meat, and those with culinary commitment issues
Omnivore.
are omnivores.
Yeah.
And for a lot of us, that's where it ended, but of course,
like Omni-Man.
it's more complicated than that. It's like a spectrum, and on one end you have obligate herbivores, as in they're obligated to eat just plants or starve to death. Here you got animals like koalas, sloths, and the dead-eyed plush toy, the bear cuscus. Then you have the same concept but obligate carnivores, like cats, of every kind. And smack in the middle are your omnivores. But there's also facultatives, and basically that means most of the time you'll find them at one end, but every once in a while they'll borrow a meal plan from the other side.
Yeah.
Polar bears are hypercarnivores, with most of their calories coming from seals, but rarely they'll switch it up to berries, seaweed,
Oh my god,
moss,
they
and
like
even straight up grass,
apples. You
which
can
makes
eat
them
the
facultative
apple.
carnivores
Oh.
and not an obligate like a lion. And since we're already on bears, pandas are a good example of facultative herbivores. I promise it's gonna get less complicated, but the yin yang yogi's defining personality trait is being a bamboo merchant. But every once in a while, they surprise us, like when this panda was caught in 4K eating a past tense wildebeest, or when the DreamWorks jockey chased, caught, murked, and ate a peacock. They've also been
I'm sorry, that's hardcore as fuck. Seeing that goddamn panda with blood smeared all over his white fur. That shit looked demonic. That picture at night, I don't even want to go back and look at that. That shit messed up. Oh, hell no.
been known to hunt pikas. That's a pika. So even though most of them
It's a baby. It's a
have
baby.
also been known to hunt pikas. That's a pika.
That's a baby. Look at this little cute.
So even though most of the gut is bamboo, protein in the form of meat is never really off the table, which makes them
Pika, no!
facultative herbivores. And they're not the only ones. Almost the opposite. Almost every herbivore you can think of is actually facultative, even the ones you wouldn't expect. That's how the Good Vibes vegan aqua blimp has also been known to snag fish from nets for themselves. Then you got the normally vegetarian shell jockey the tortoise, turning a rabbit carcass into a cookout.
Oh, shit. I gotta grab my fiance. Hold up. Richard, I got a question. Did you know that tortoises can eat rabbits?
How do they get to the rabbit?
Look at this shit. They having a cookout.
Oh my.
That motherfuckers.
How do you catch a rabbit as a tortoise?
No one brought greens. They just eating rabbit. Look at that. They pulling that shit off. They eat it like it's pulled pork or something.
Yo,
Look, it's like brisket. It's the family brisket.
falling off the bone.
It's falling off the bone. Oh my god.
Hey, they eat good.
They are eating good. That's mad confusing. You need to join me for this next video for fun. You want to join for the next video?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll finish this one up. I'll get you for the next one. Alright.
They've also been known to plot on and consume unlucky birds. To be fair, if you can literally fly but get taken off a census by a mobile boulder, that's more about you than him. There was even that time.
Okay, you know what? You know what? That guy kind of spitting for a second. He said, if you get attacked by a mobile boulder, that's kind of on you, not him. All right, maybe I just move slow. Maybe I'm a little thick on land. You ever think about that? Yeah, but it's right. He right.
25,000 flesh-eating turtles to deal with the whole corpse population problem in the Ganges. It didn't work, by the way. But by far, the biggest culprit of covert carnivory are deer. The same deer that's usually the poster boy for the middle child of the food chain will occasionally get calories from something like a past tense bunny. A couple years ago, researchers wanted
Why are they all these motherfuckers eating bunnies and rabbits? Why? Did you not notice how many? How many are just chewing on them like they Laffy Taffy or something? What? Head asses. You know what I'm saying? Bambi a killer. Bambi wants blood. This is what happens if Bambi went into public domain, bro. The moment Bambi goes into public domain, he's becoming a serial killer, eating corpses and shit. 100%. Oh, he eating Thumper. Oh, you right. He eating Thumper, chat.
to see just what happens to the human body after the soul evacuates, and basically set up these body farms to see how they decompose. As you can probably guess, photos would go viral featuring deer chewing on human bones.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out, though, okay? No, hold on. Stay with me for a second.
As you can probably guess,
Hold on.
photos would go viral.
That would make a hard as fuck mixtape cover. Right? If this deer were to drop a mixtape, that'd be cold as fuck. You know I'm right. Right? Imagine deer mixtapes? Just you munching on a corpse for real? On these bones? God damn. That goes hard.
Viral featuring deer chewing on human bones. scavenging through the man-made remains like vultures. In 2015, researchers in North Dakota set up nest cams for a 24-hour live stream of the hatchlings. And not only did the footage catch deer enjoying an extremely late-term omelet, the cervids actually outdid the foxes and weasels in that area, i.e. the ones you'd expect that from. And it wasn't just them being opportunity merchants, some of those deer went out of their way to get to them. And in Canada, scientists were looking to study different species.
Oh no, not Canada. What do we do?
Using mist nets, only for the unhinged ruminants to stroll in and eat the trapped and struggling birds alive, right?
These motherfuckers pulled up and said, "What? Who left the buffet out? Do I gotta pay? No? Livestock? Sick." Like, goddamn. Honestly, be real though too. If you saw a free buffet, just lined up for you perfectly and no one in sight to charge you. There's no method of payment, no front desk area, just random ass food. I'd eat it. I'd eat it. maybe gonna kill me. Maybe it's a little bit of poison. Who give a fuck? I'ma eat it.
Out of the nets. Growing up is realizing Bambi would have 100% turned on Thumper if times got tough. It's now
We just had the Bambi Thumper conversation.
Believe that a nutrient deficiency and a food shortage is really all it takes for an animal to go from herbivore to fernivore. Because one thing about animals, they don't care. A deer not finna pass down a chance for easy protein just because a textbook says they shouldn't.
Oh, he eating that shit like a noodle.
Every herbivore on Earth is facultative, meaning they'll take a page out of a predator's playbook if circumstances.
Y'all ever have a really long ramen noodle and you keep eating it like, and you keep eating it like you a stupid bitch, and you just keep taking your chopsticks and going right? Try not to look stupid in front of your friends at the restaurant. Right? That's what you do with the snake.
Call for it. That's how you get normally docile horses treating baby birds like popcorn chicken. Or that time cows in Australia were caught slurping pythons like fruit roll-ups. All because they were apparently feeding for phosphorus. Even giraffes. Yeah, they're not safe.
I used to wrap fruit roll-ups around my finger. And I'll eat them like, you know, have it on my thumb. You know?
The verticality merchants of the motherland will often feed off the bones of other animals. Not really swallowing them, but more like licking and sucking on it, pause. So their saliva can leach off nutrients like...
Hey, on top of that though, the bone marrow is kind of lit. Have you ever eaten bone marrow? It's actually kind of dope.
Calcium and phosphorus. There have also been cases of the
never mind for just the calcium. Okay.
Antelope snatching up birds to feed on their misfortune. So far, we've learned 3 things. 1, most herbivores are about as vegetarian as their options. 2, baby birds are really the Kit Kat bars of nature. And
no, if you say ew to bone marrow, you've just never had well-made bone marrow shit before. There's like a lot of really nice sauced up bones and shit you can have, where the bone marrow tastes excellent. You just gotta be, you know, introduced to cuisine. Like, you're not ordering fried chicken and eating the bone marrow out of a fried chicken. Like, that's stupid. You gotta have it well prepared. But it's good though. Yeah.
And 3, now you see why Marty did everything in his power to get up out of there. His entire friend group would have had his hide if it got to that point. Which of course brings us to hippos, and this is where things get complicated. At this point, it probably surprises exactly none of you that the
hippos are mortifying.
Assassination cetacean can have a hankering for flesh.
Yeah, they're scary.
Hippos have been seen eating carcasses and even resorting to cannibalism. It's complicated because for a while we thought it was the same deal as before, just animals switching it up when their primary food source is compromised, which would make hippos facultative herbivores. There's that word again. Except more and more scientists are coming to the conclusion that hippos eating meat aren't just scavenging or being opportunists. It's just hippos hippoing, as in hippos will put themselves in a position to catch a body and subsequently feed on it. There have been reports of hippos murking livestock and seemingly predatory assaults, and some even believe hippos will purposely park themselves in a river migrating animals have no choice but to cross, just so they can turn the casualties into calories. Sometimes that involves punking crocodiles.
Hippos stay winning too much, man.
Crocodiles out of food. And of course, you already know, hippos are not above feeding off friendly fire. All this means, hippos might not even be herbivores at all, but identify closer to the omnivore side of the spectrum. And that's why it's complicated, because now you're probably asking, what's the difference between a facultative herbivore and a straight up omnivore? And there's an answer.
No, you ain't even eating that motherfucker. You licking its ass. I can tell, buddy. No, you are not like the others. Hold on. This is not the same behavior as the other hippos. That's an ass eater. I know one when I see one. You licking booty. You are not eating.
I just really couldn't tell you. Like, you could say facultatives eat mostly plants but can resort to meat as a fallback, where omnivores can normally go either way, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't just make that up on the spot. The moral of the story? It's way more complex than just putting labels on things and calling it a day.
Their
For
jaws
example,
are crazy too.
this,
Oh.
that is a common diker, and it's an antelope
Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, look like a Pokemon.
less than 2 feet tall, found in sub-Saharan
I
Africa.
love that shit. They so cute.
And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the only antelope that regularly
Okay, not cute. No, you know what? Nope, demonic. Hellspawn. Nope, I'm good. Nope, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Nope, different lighting, different breed. Nope, we're good. I'm out.
eats meat. Along with the shrubs and grasses you'd expect, the meal plan for this antelope undertaker often involves combing through corpses, along with lizards, frogs, small rodents, and, you guessed it, baby birds. And because a good percentage of their diet requires other animals to die with the T silent, I'd call the diker an omnivore. But then, you got this. The tree-loving, pretty privileged acorn hoarders of the
Yeah,
wilderness.
baby.
Many will tell you that with a grocery list.
I recently, so like there's this indie game coming out called Rodent Royale. It's a battle royale where you play as squirrels. And the dev team is really sweet. They're really nice. I think I'm definitely going to play the game a lot on the channel because I don't know, I love like indie dev studios that just care a lot about their community. So I'm really excited to play that on stream. Anyways, I'm going to turn into YouTube videos. Stick around. Anywho, in relation to all that game, you eat fucking garbage. You eat like acorns and shit to level up. But you also fuck up some squirrels. You start scratching other squirrels. You start beating their asses. You kill other squirrels. It's nutty. Get it? Nutty? But it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mostly plants, fruits, nuts, and seeds. The squirrel is mostly herbivorous, but squirrels are also infamous for raiding birds' nests and turning preemie poultry into protein. And yeah, they do this a lot. On occasion, you'll see squirrels pack up chickens and snakes. There was even a story of
That motherfucker ate flat out KFC right there. That's oh!
fruits, nuts, and seeds. The squirrel is mostly herbivorous, but squirrels are also infamous for raiding birds' nests and turning preemie poultry into protein. And yeah, they do this a lot. On occasion, you'll see squirrels pack up chickens and snakes. There was even a story of a pack of Russian squirrels ganging up on a stray dog and eviscerating the canine alive.
Nah, man. Russian squirrels built different. Nah. Those were command squirrels. They've been training for years to get to that point. That's a different type of squirrel, dog. Ain't no way.
Their share of flesh. Yeah, not so cute now. They're not the only rodents that go rogue either. Normally, grass-eating prairie dogs have been known to savage
Prairie
baby
dogs!
brown squirrels.
No!
And on rare occasions, even eat the remains. In case you're curious, they do this by shaking.
I follow a prairie dog on YouTube. His name is Doug the Prairie Dog, and I love him. Don't you do this to me. Have I ever showed you Doug? He kindles joy. Doug the Prairie Dog would never. I'm so upset. I'm going to show you guys Doug the Prairie Dog. And Poppy the Prairie Dog. I follow both of them. Poppy and Doug. Poppy the Prairie Dog. Let me show you. Have you not seen? This is Poppy. Look at Poppy. Look how he's a prairie dog. He's just happy.
Really good, but he has a vet appointment coming up.
He's a vet appointment coming up. He's Poppy. And then there's Doug. No. Look at him. He just yum 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 yum. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. He's just a happy boy. I can't. He's trying to eat him. I love prairie dogs. This is so upsetting to me.
Making the baby violently until their existence gets revoked.
Oh my god, yeah, Big Ounce, rest in peace. Oh my god, I'm so happy you guys get me. I'm so happy that you guys are so prairie dog pilled like I am. And capybaras. Dude, capybaras, I watched them on that, what's his name? That nature rescue guy, the guy who has like the whole like rescue thing. Guys know what I'm talking about? The guy who's super hyper in his videos? And he has like 2 capybaras, and then he fed them apples and they swam for the first time. You guys know what I'm talking about? Urban Rescue Ranch! Sorry. Sorry, I yelled so loud. I'm so sorry. Cappy Blappies! Yeah! I'm sorry. We have never had these conversations. Those are guys on YouTube who are like, what the fuck, she's freaking out. We've never talked about this in my community before. So it's extremely exciting to see the things that I watch when I'm super depressed in the fetal position and like watching it on my phone, and we watch the same thing. You know what I mean? Because like all the time I'm laying in bed fucking depressed out of my mind, and all I do is I watch animal videos because they're the only things that will give me serotonin to get out of bed. So, and then I go live and play videos. So I'm just really happy. I can't readjust the volume to the video because it'll fuck up the YouTube side. So it kind of is what it is. I'll put subtitles on for you guys.
My worst rodent fact in the chamber. In 1995, a 43-year-old woman was found deceased in her flat with facial lesions and lacerations, and the fact that she was naked from the waist down. First responders thought it was a special victim.
Oh shit!
Except it was later determined that she had expired to pneumonia. The desecration of her corpse was caused by her pet golden hamster. Not
Hamtaro, no! Hamtaro, no! Hamtaro! Little hamster's big adventures, defiling a corpse! Hamster,
only
no!
did the pet feed on her vacated vessel. Law enforcement would find the hamster's makeshift burrow containing human skin, flesh, and muscle tissue. But that shouldn't even really be a surprise since hamsters are known cannibals, but what you might not know is
Are they known cannibals? I didn't. Oh, I mean, I know that they've eaten their own. If you touch their own, when they like give birth, and you touch their babies, they'll eat their babies. That happens to a lot of different animals, though. If you could put your scent on their babies, they like eat them. So I just kind of assumed that was like a, but I didn't think that was like beyond that.
that sometimes it can be caused by corn. Researchers at the University of Strasbourg found this out by accident when they tried to figure out why the female hamsters under their care kept dominating their own children. Through some likely traumatizing trial and error, they figured out that just a corn diet was even a hamster missing vital crucial vitamins, specifically B3. They figured that out because once they added B3 back into their diets, the mother hamsters suddenly remembered how to mother. And the crazy part is, that can happen to people. Vitamin B
Don't eat me. I'm not nutritious. I'm anime. Don't eat me. I have no nutritional value. I'm pixels. Okay? None here. Understood? Thank you. Carry on. Oh, I moved shit. Oop. And I oop.
B3 deficiency can lead to pellagra, a disease associated with diarrhea, dermatitis, dementia, and eventually dying. So in a weird twist, an unbalanced diet can really lead to spawn-wrecking rodents, and they're not the only known cannibals in nature.
Okay.
Chimpanzees are a great example of animals don't care.
I'm sorry. I know that it's his teeth being hella stained and fucked up, but every time I see a motherfucker with a grill, like a gold grill, so they try to flex they have money like in the 2000s, that's how I see this gold grill ass motherfuckers. For real though. Don't... Does that now look like he got 2 gold front teeth? This motherfuckers look stupid.
Chimps have been known to de-life their rivals and devour the body. Now to us, it's horrific and it makes chimps the spawn of Satan. To a chimp with no legal system or a sense of morality, just a will to live, it's common sense, murking your rival to protect your food supply,
Yeah, that's fair.
and not letting easy protein go to waste.
Yeah.
And before you judge, early humans reportedly made the brains of
Yeah,
chimps.
other VTubers is all fucking sight, bitch. Imagine, I'm a chimp in the wild, baby. Other VTubers, get fucked, stupids. I'm coming. There's no rules for pixels. All my VTuber friends, I'm sorry. But I will do it.
Children a somewhat regular part of their diets. But I think people forget
Oh,
chimpanzees'
hell!
violence.
Oh, hell no! That's not... No. No. Oh, hell no. No. Oh, no.
Pseudo-vegans, they're legit predators. As in, they'll work together in coordinated attacks on prey like colobus monkeys. Which, you know,
I look like he on
isn't
Demon
all
Time.
that different from getting disemboweled by a pack of Olympic-level parkour zombies. They've also been known to hunt bush babies. That's a bush baby. By
The name is funny, the animal's cute.
Olympic-level parkour zombies. They've also been known to hunt bush babies. That's a
cutie. They're so cute. But also hilarious name.
bush baby by using spears. But with all the chimp carnage on this channel, them having carnivore tendencies should really be no surprise. The plot twist is even the pacifists of the great apes can be on predatory timing. Most people, including me about 2 weeks ago, see orangutans as a good vibes hippie vegetarian.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Which is almost true. Ginger apes eat mostly the stuff you'd expect, you know, fruits, figs, leaves, maybe some termites.
Motherfucker, what in the flat face fuck are you? What?
Bird eggs. But then you got this. And
Wish you weigh 300 pounds to sit on your face and it just flattens your shit out. That's how I want to die, from suffocation of Richard's ass cheeks. Worth.
leaves, maybe some termites to go with bird eggs. But then you got this, an orangutan tearing apart a slow loris, the same one known for being venomous, which orangs figured out how to neutralize by using the loris's natural weakness, blunt force trauma in the form of a bite through the skull. Now, to be fair, a meat-eating man of the forest is remarkably rare. But then again, chances are, before this video, a good number of y'all probably thought orangutans were
I
only
can't believe they're using the song for this. That's actually great.
Same way a lot of people feel about toucans. Well, this roided-up woodpecker, which is actually what toucans are, the more you know, has also been known to put bats on permanent leave from life. Yeah, that's the part Fruit Loops commercials ain't show you. They're also one of the many animals on the list of population control for baby birds. Oh, you thought that was a mammal thing? Well, two can play that game. Yo, who wrote this? I did. I wrote it. I'm sorry. But birds in general will eat virtually anything that doesn't pack them up in the process. Seagulls have been seen scarfing down squirrels with
That motherfucker deep throating.
zero remorse. And I'm pretty sure there's at least one person in the world down a dog thanks to this flying antichrist. But the biggest example of feathery f***ery is what happens on Malgus Island. This is where we go full circle. This island off the coast of South Africa is a nursery for the thousands of Cape gannets nesting here.
This is gonna sound really fucked up, but I recently watched The Boys, and in like I don't know which episode it was. There's season 2, like near the end of season 2 or something, where it just shows like someone's like I'm not gonna spoil shit, but basically it's someone's like dream to just like slaughter almost like a fucking lawnmower a bunch of people at once, but it's not actually real. It's just like a dream, and I'm just thinking about that, but for the fucking seagulls. Just, you know, like.
Which would probably be a good idea if someone ain't snitched to the pelicans, because a population of white pelicans started traveling to Malgus just so they can swallow gannet chicks whole, often right in front of their parents. And if one was unlucky enough to have both parents out at sea, that's just an easy lick for this Attack on Titan pterosaur.
Oh my god, they literally attack on Titan and they shit.
Molested baby birds often end up being regurgitated for the pelican progeny to eat. And you thought they just ate fish. Predators come in many forms, and one island in the Pacific is home to one of the most unlikely. Because if you bleed on the wrong island, you can attract a pack of coconut crabs. Not only is this satanic manifestation in the form of crustacean attracted to blood, they're more than enthusiastic.
Dude, I hate oh no. This video went from cool to I'm scared. I don't like this.
Completely undress a pig carcass down to the bone.
I don't like that. I don't like them. They're big.
The killer crabs are more than capable of catching their own prey.
No, stop it. Chat, stop saying crab lore. We're not doing another crab lore video. No, because that's the reason why I didn't post that other one on YouTube that we watched. Because I knew you guys would start rabbit holing and you'd make me watch more crab lore videos. We're not doing it. I'm never posting it on YouTube. I'm never watching more. Because you guys keep... No! Shut up! I will not enable you.
Trees and ambush sleeping birds. This video was taken of a crab after it had snapped the hollow bones of a seabird. The part you don't see is where a group of crabs arrived at the injured and incapacitated avian and proceeded to tear the bird apart. They've also been known to make a meal out of rats, cats, and maybe even humans. Because a grisly theory on the disappearance of Amelia Earhart was that a cluster of crabs got to her before anyone else could. And the worst part?
Is that why y'all were spamming Amelia Earhart? Oh, hell no!
There's no guarantee she was relieved from life by the time they got to her. Because even though Mr. Krabs on creatine normally goes for fruit, just like most animals on Earth, they're only as vegetarian as their options.
Oh,
Love your loved
fuck.
ones, stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Oh, speaking of which, my eye's fine. I got LASIK, so I look like I lost the fight, but I also got the gift of sight, so it's alright. Alright, peace out.
Let me out. They won't let me out, no. I love his channel. It's so great. Link to the original videos in the description. Go support that shit. But hey, while you're here, don't forget to subscribe for daily uploads. I'll catch you guys later. All the love and support in the world. Peace!